Hi everyone, this is Bobby from bn-games.com, and we're here doing another classic capture. Today we're playing Dead or Alive 2 for the Sega Dreamcast. This is one of a couple versions of this game. Dead or Alive 2 was out also on the PlayStation 2 as DOA 2 Hardcore.
Yeah. And to me, I mean, I like the Dreamcast version, but I still think Hardcore is better. It added a lot more options.
We're also playing the English version because an interesting note for the Japanese version, there was online matchmaking service, or what they used to call floor matching service. So this was an online fighter for the Japanese Dreamcast, but not for this version. This version is just straight up local. It's right now me and Marco are playing. I'm right now playing as first player, or Jan Lee, Bruce Lee ripoff.
I'm a cowboy.
And Marco's playing as Hulk Hogan if he ate a lot of donuts.
Yep. Oh, so he's playing as Hulk Hogan.
And this actually, I think, is this your first time playing the
Yes,
game?
ever.
Yeah, so
Wow.
I kind of feel bad for him. And we had some weird capture things. For being an older game, it was kind of hard to get some of this video down. Yeah. And that was what this game was known for, was the counters. If you timed it, in fact, you could pretty much win an entire match if you knew how to counter. It was basically pressing forward or down when your opponent attacked you, and that allowed you to do the counter. There was even up sometimes. It depended on if it was a high attack or a low attack. It really was dependent on that.
Yeah, it was also one of the good games that you could actually use the environment as far as like the gameplay goes. Like on that level, I know you didn't see it, but when you bash them up against the wall, it does, the electroshock. Then Dragon Hills, that one is like you can almost go an infinite number of different ways.
Yeah, as long as you still have health.
Yeah. It's only that one tower. It's like a spiral, and it's just you never get to the end of it. That's the only kind of boring level.
Along with the counter system, there's a lot of grabs and that sort of thing. I should also mention this is made by the same team, and it's also based in the same universe, I guess, as Ninja Gaiden, because Ryo Hayabusa is in here, but he's in here as a. Well, you wouldn't recognize him if you played him. Not in this version. Not in this.
You can get the Ninja Gaiden costume, right?
Not in 2. It was later. It was in the later versions where he wore the Ninja Gaiden.
No, I know.
Xbox game. It was on the Xbox.
I know
versions.
3. I know 3 and 4 had it, but I think in this one he had a masked version too.
Yeah, he had a masked version. I'm not talking about the one that everyone would recognize. It's not in here. And some other characters you might recognize from that game. Another big thing was, yeah.
I forget who's the chick with the blonde hair, or was she in this game?
Well, there is one. There's also the other thing about this was the environments. Like Timmy was saying, you basically had environments that were interactive. You could knock them off ledges and stuff, and that was my favorite thing to do. Was always knock them through whatever. Unfortunately, you could never get to the end because you'd lose health before you discover them all. It's also one of the, at the time, it was probably one of the best games as well. Still holds up pretty well. It used to be pretty good.
I mean, there's almost no difference.
It's the only one we marked as one.
Winner!
There's also a little gem in this one. The official Dreamcast magazine. If you pop this picture is actually yeah, no, I know it's on there. I tried it myself.
Winner!
Now, if you're not really a fighting game fan and you're intimidated by the complex nature of most fighters, Dead or Alive is definitely one for you because it's not really complex. It's very easy to do well with just playing button mashing. If you play against somebody who knows how to counter right, then you can have some problems. But generally, it's actually fairly easy to just jump into it and do fairly well. It's not really complex. Most complex thing is counter. Actually, not that hard at all. Fighters have similar skills. so it's not difficult once you get that idea down.
Winner!
To actually start doing
いいバイブレーションだ。
part of the game is encounters. Just
Get ready,
rather than, fighting elements are kind of it's really eye candy with a simple control scheme and designed to be very sort of fighting. I just took 2 minutes. Rode there.
Yeah, I guess
your ribs are broken.
I anticipate you
A little overpowered. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
they're all kind of overpowered. You're not this game. The fights are not going to last very long. As long as someone's playing. Oh, that's Hayabusa right there. That's the weird. Although I have all the costumes unlocked, so I'm going to use the blue one, which does appear actually in Ninja Gaiden as a unlockable costume. I believe when you finish the game. And each of these characters there's at least one character tied to the other. Each one has a, I guess you would call it either rival or. A rival would probably be the best word.
Actually, most of them are all tied together. I mean, they actually put a little bit of thought into the backstory on this one. Not much, but I mean, more than most fighting games.
No, I disagree. I like that. Just you're in the air now. And I'm like, you thought. You thought again.
Yeah, that was a good thing that you could counter the counters.
That was actually pretty hard. Marco's getting pissed at this point.
Allegedly.
Yeah, well, that'll happen.
I was never a Hayabusa player. I always play as Jan Lee. This game in either form, Dreamcast or PS2, are pretty much identical. There's also the Xbox version, which is Dead or Alive 3, which is just basically an enhanced version of this.
Well, enhanced, it added a few more characters in different stages.
Yeah,
but other than
not much to stick at. And then Dead or Alive 4 was just a graphical enhancement in the end. Also, of course, there's new characters, but the series really didn't evolve at all. If you played this one, in fact, if you played any of the characters here, and then went to, let's say, Dead or Alive 4, which is on the Xbox 360, you would notice practically no difference in the way they play, and the style and the feel and the timing. Also, Dead or Alive, what is it, Dimensions, that's going to be on the 3DS? Or is on the 3DS?
It will be. It's not out yet.
We haven't played it, obviously, at this recording, but in
a couple months I'll have it.
It's pretty much the same game as well, just on the go. And in fact, it's the only portable version of it, of this series so far.
Well, portable as far as fighting, because there is Dead or Alive Paradise.
Yeah, I should also mention...
portable
for all you perverts out there, all the women in these games have a volleyball or whatever. They have their own game, and that's all I'm going to say about that. The series is known for certain things, I guess. Certain physics.
Yeah, if you want to get into that, Hardcore 2, remember, it had the age limit thing.
Oh, that's right. It'd be the... Oh my god, that's true.
I remember Calyx discovered that.
The higher the age, the more pronounced it was, wasn't it?
No, the more the bounce.
Pronounced. Whatever.
You want to be all professional.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah. Hey, Marco, why don't you say something? I know you're losing, but
Hey!
We're regaling him with his losses.
Seriously.
both of these characters right here are actually Ninja Gaiden, the series. They show up in different parts of the franchise.
I didn't know Kasumi showed up in that.
She shows up in part 2, Dead or Alive.
Well, I know.
Not Dead or Alive, Ninja Gaiden 2. She shows up like... she doesn't really have a prominent role, but she shows up like in the background and stuff. And apparently she's going to be in part 3, so I...
Most likely.
Most likely.
Get ready. Teabag.
Yeah.
I think I get my ass handed to me again anyway, so...
I kind of wish that the Dreamcast version had the online, or maybe even local, the land, that would have been interesting.
Yeah,
the interesting thing is in Japan they call it for matching service, or that's what it was called anyway. Not online or local or anything, they call it for matching service. Like literally one word. It's actually.
Okay.
it's just something.
Yeah,
about that.
but just to think about it, I mean, look what happened when 4 came out. The
Oh,
online
4
4 was horrible.
Four was definitely horrible. Yeah. Anyway, it's definitely, and it's actually, this game is actually fairly easy to find, and you'll pick it up for about $10-12 depending on the let's say quality. I picked this one up for cheaper, but in general, if you eBay it or you go to a classic store, assuming they have it,
Mine's in good condition. I got it for about 6.
consider yourself lucky.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. This one also did come out on the original Xbox in the Ultimate Collection, 1 and 2.
That's right. You're right. So it's on that platform as well.
Yeah. Yeah. As a matter of fact, the one on the Xbox pretty much hardcore, or straight port of that.
We're coming up to the last fight here for this particular capture.
Get ready.
This seems a little out of place, but then again, that's well.
That's the whole idea of the game.
If you're fast, I'm like, I guess I kind of hurt a little bit. It's stunned.
You can take your weapons of mass destruction and shove them up your ass. That's what you can do, sir.
Dude, that's G.I. Joe.
Exactly.
He's even been shot in the leg.
Well, everyone, this has been a classic capture of Dead or Alive 2 for the Sega Dreamcast. Please subscribe. Let us know what you think. There's plenty of content coming. And, yeah, there's plenty of Dreamcast, PlayStation, you name it. So you can email me at bobby@basicallynothing.com and expect more content coming soon. Thank you.
Winner!